Okay, back to Knights and Castles. Let's see here where I left off. Gatehouse and drawbridge. Drawbridge is usually over a moat or ditch and can be raised or lowered at the first sign of danger. The drawbridge should be raised, making it impossible for an enemy to cross into the castle. And this first step here, rectangle, 3D. Start by drawing a three-dimensional rectangular box shape using a vanishing point. So let's do that. Let's get right into it here. And they got it kind of at an angle, so I'm going to do it a little bigger here, give myself some room. Because last time I was drawing it a little bit too small. So maybe we'll start off with the lines. It's a little trickier because they got it's from a low angle, so that means the vanishing point's going to be over there. Alright. Now it's going to be in that area off the sheet. So let's do that. And you're going to make the points line up and make sure they're parallel. But let's do another line right here. These two lines will be parallel. Sorry if my lighting's a little bit off. My main light busted and broke, so I gotta make do with what I got. Alright, so here we go there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work. Another parallel line, at least parallel to that. You gotta kind of eyeball it. Again, that's why it's good to practice sketching lines that are straight by hand in parallel lines as well. That could be one of my new video modules for my Udemy course. Practice drawing parallel lines. I'll have to go back and check to see if it's on there. Let's see. So this is gonna change. Bring it in a little bit more. Yeah, it's still gonna be at an angle. So it's gonna go up there. It's gonna go down there. Now see, these two lines have to be parallel, or at least parallel enough. I am eyeballing it. Okay. And these meet right here. Oh yeah, like these little, makes kind of a little star pattern. And then this has come down. Make this meet. So this line is parallel with that line. So it takes practice to do this kind of stuff. Let's see. And then this, just because it's a kid's book doesn't mean it's not hard. You know, it's kind of aimed at teenagers, younger kids. You know, so there you go. There's your first step with the drawbridge, 3 dimensions. Not quite perfect. You can see this is a little too bent there, but I could keep working at that so it's a little bit straighter. Alright, so there's step 1, more or less. And let's move on to step 2. Now take a look at step 2. Give the gatehouse added drama by using a low eye-level viewpoint. Yep, that's what we're doing. Extend this section to make the upper section of the gatehouse larger. Used curved lines to draw the round sections of the gatehouse. I'm just going to take a look at that. You can pause that. Okay. Let's give it a shot here. So I'll start off. Let's see here. right around there. And that's where I'll have the first pillar. This one right there, using the guidelines of the cube. Just reminded of that movie everyone liked in the mid to late 80s, Gleaming the Cube. Gleaming the Cube. Anybody see that? Let me know. I barely remember it. Probably only watched parts. People like that movie, Gleaming the Cube, man. A skateboarding movie. Anyway. There we go. Alright, now let's get over here so it meets. Keeping it real light as usual. Real light, not committing. And this is like a non-serious short relationship here. Keeping it real light, not committing to too much. This kind of goes across there, kind of parallel with that line. Oh, it is. And then it goes over there. Okay, don't forget the little C. And you try to make these match up a little bit so they're level on top. Okay. And up there. That goes around there. Let's bring it in a little bit. Change it up here. Get a closer look. Sorry, it's been a little while since my last video. I've been pretty busy working on my comic book, Rage number 5, The Task, and do my other videos, my other YouTube channels. If you're into role-playing, check out Solo Quester. If not, don't worry about it. If you're into independent films, check out Mustang 7. I do small short films right now. There we go. I think that's the gist of it. Let me bring this over a little bit more. Okay. So that's eyeballing it, following what they have here. Okay. Following that. This is a little off here. I want this line parallel with that line. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. That works. Now let's go to step 3. Step 3, add more detail. Alright. Sketch in the battlements along the top of the walls. Draw the position of the door and windows. Alright. Let's try that real quick. I'm trying to make this triangle even. It's a little tricky, but this line will go right in the middle for the doors. Yeah, that'll work for now. Not too bad. But I haven't brought it down all the way. Alright, and the windows, they're going to be really small. But I'll do this technique so they're even. Again, parallel lines. Okay, got the window there. And then these lines, these are, battlements aren't so hard. These, whatever you call these little indentation rivet things. I don't know what you call these things. I'm sure there's a name for them. The indentations. I'll look it up, see if I can find it. I don't know. have 3 of them right here. And don't worry about perfection so much. Let go of the perfection. That's what hurts so many up-and-coming artists or returning artists, is the perfection. It's got to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Never perfect. That's what I say. It's just about getting your drawing hours in and learning. Learning from your mistakes. When you win, you don't really learn much. I mean, you learned you did something right, but that's about it. Why did you win, you know? You learn more when you lose. Not saying go out of your way purposely to lose, but, you know. Let's do one of these things. Parallel to keep it all in check. And I got a whole bunch of them right here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just more watching what I was doing, not what I was doing on camera. Again, parallel line, and then the upside down U's. Trying to make them all similar, going in that similar direction. Alright, and we're not even to the battlements yet. Whew. So let's do again parallel lines. This is what they don't teach you in the book, so that everything lines up. This is a little bit wider up here because it's closer to us. So it's bigger because it's closer to us. So let's do, this one's only got 2 for right now. And right here, just looking at what they gave us here. Again, it's following that parallel line that I drew lightly. And these lines are following these longer lines. It is really good to practice parallel lines. And that's, you know, when you gotta do things like this, where you don't want to use a ruler, or you can use a ruler, but let's see, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 4. Alright. This, they have 5 on that one. Mine's going to be 4. I'm not worried about it. Close enough, never perfect. So there we go. We got our battlements lightly sketched in. We got our door, we got our windows. We got our indentations, whatever you call those things. And supposedly we're going to have this bad boy when we're done. That's tall order. So I'm going to work on that. I'll come back to you and practice this. Practice these first 3 steps. We'll bring it back after that. So pause or go watch something else. Come on back and I'll show you what I did with the details. It's a lot smaller, so the details aren't going to be as grandiose here, but they'll be in there, and I'll commit to some real lines. Alright, see you in a bit here. So, as you can see here, put some detail in, a lot more brickwork, probably too much brickwork, but there's some detail in the door. Put some windows in, slants, and a little rounded brick on the top. I didn't put all the brickwork in. They actually say you shouldn't put in so much brickwork because they just let the mind connect the points there. But again, it's not totally done. It's not perfectly done here, as you can see, but I just wanted to, because it's taking a little while, wanted to show you, then put some brick right here, you know, and I can do all that, and walls and all that. This is the hardest part right here, okay, because these are angled. See how these come out? These go back and down, and that's tough to do. You know, right here, I struggled with it a little bit. It's not perfect. It definitely is not, even though it's at an angle right there. Put in the battlements. That one's a little, oh, I think this should be like one battlement right there. But you get the point. You get the point. Alright. Still sketchy. Yeah. And yeah, so there you go. Practice around with that. Again, it's, you put in as much work as you want. To me, it's all practice. And I mean, if you really want to go all out and just do that, you can. Get all serious about it in a sketchbook, you're welcome to. But I'm just going over the basics of this stuff. So thanks for watching. Again, it's only 10 seconds a day. Let me know what you think. Any comments, always duly noted and appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.